Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this special episode of GeekVerse podcast. I'm the clown prince of podcast, Travis Snail.
I am the Adam Hart caster, Dylan Muss.
I'm Taylor Fields.
I thought that sounded
like
clever,
a good,
Nic Cage.
Yeah, Nic Cage.
I just
Prawn.
thought Nic Cage and I got so excited.
Okay, just what was it?
Spirit of Vengeance, Taylor Fields.
Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a fun episode. This is not the weekly episode. This is going to be a loose episode. We talked about
Very
this.
loose.
Yeah, we
Very
talked.
loose.
If you liked our Room commentary track, which a lot of people did, it's one of our highest rated episodes for somehow. Maybe it's because it's the Room, but it's going to be similar to that. There'll be times where you could have maybe a minute, 2 minutes of very minimal talking because it's a commentary track, and this is a rare one because Dylan did this with The Room, but for most of our commentary tracks, we've seen the movie. We all three have not seen Nic Cage's newest movie, Mom and Dad. We talked how this happened was on the newscast. Taylor made us watch the trailer. Most of the time when he makes us watch trailer for these movies, we're like, this is nothing, this is blah, and we move along because like, this looks like shit. This looked like nutsoid shit, as it said in the review, or crazy shit. It did look like it's so bad, it's good. We couldn't do it for Netflix and fail because it's not on Netflix, so we're watching it on VOD. And what happened was it released in theaters and on VOD the same day, so we're watching it at home. Hopefully, this is the future of TV and movies. Because if I'm not gonna watch Avengers at home, but other 10 Cloverfield Lane,
Things like Mom and Dad, for example.
Things like Mom and Dad. So that was the inspiration we brought up, so we should do a commentary track once we found out we had a VOD of it, and here we are. So before we get to the actual episode, I gotta plug a few things. This week, coming up soon, is the Golden Geeks. The Oscars are hot and heavy. If you didn't like them, this is the perfect time for you, because this is our version of the Oscars. We nominate geek films, so this is just going to be the purely nomination episode. You get to see us rage and debate what is our top films of the year, who's the best actor, etc., etc. I'd recommend go back and watch last year and the award show. We announced the winners same time around the Oscars. And then also coming up next week, I'm going to pimp this on the weekly news, but is season 2 of the GeekVerse Gauntlet is coming back. I think I have to be... Dylan, explain what the GeekVerse Gauntlet is too, because we have some new viewers, and because what I thought is, I've been saying this for weeks that it's coming back, but we've not actually said specifically what it is, because we have a lot of new people.
It's
so
true.
Yeah,
the GeekVerse Gauntlet is a gaming tournament that we started last year, where all of us on the GeekVerse, all 7 of us, and we even Ray Ubon, so we got 8 of us now, just compete and play all sorts of matches in video games. We do team matches, we do one-on-ones. The first Gauntlet had some more like random things like Star Wars trivia and charades and stuff like that.
We took that out.
Now it's strictly gameplay, and we have all sorts of exciting matches. And Season 2 is a lot of fun. There's a lot of crazy storylines.
No spoilers. We have taped the first set of tapings. No spoilers, but
you gotta watch it.
It's juicy. So yeah, definitely check that out. You can go back and watch the entire seasons on YouTube, the playlist. What also is going to be happening before the first Gauntlet video is, I think, going to be a Saturday or Sunday. It's going to be just a preview. So you're going to see what the matches are. I'm interviewing all the competitors. What I'm going to do especially this week, though, I think every second day or something starting next Saturday, Sunday, I don't know, I'm going to figure it out. I'm releasing the entire 24-hour stream as well. So that has a lot to do with it. The last 4 hours I'm working on, they potentially are lost in the interwebs somewhere I'm working on, but you have a solid 19 hours there, and you have the entire tournament where...
We were pretty tired in those last 4 hours anyways.
Yeah, and you have the entire tournament where, Taylor, for some spoilers, you did lose your title, and people can finally go watch this now because they've heard about it, but now they can actually see it. So we'll talk to you more about then. But the last thing I gotta do is I'm gonna do this again tomorrow or whenever we do Golden Geeks, is a huge thank you to all you fucking nutballs out there who have stayed with us since Last Jedi. We had our biggest year previously, I think it was August 2015. It took 11 months.
Biggest month.
Yeah, August 15th, our biggest year. It took 11 months to break that record, and now you guys have already broken this record again. It took 5 months to break our biggest month we've ever had. So I thank you very much. The month's not even over, but it's just crazy. You guys have been responding to the episodes well. Even the spin-off shows, you guys are showing a lot of love there. Please let us know what you're liking, what you would like, anything improved, anything like that. We have a lot of spin-off shows coming back. Hunka Hunka's coming back in February, Netflix and Fail.
And it felt like a slower month in terms of news and reviews too. So I think all of us were quite surprised to see that, and very grateful.
That's the biggest thing. If this happened in May, I'd be like, okay, well, these big movies. But this shows you guys are really supporting us. So if you're new, we thank you very much. If you're old, we thank you very much. We're gonna have a great year. Do we have anything to say before we get on to Mom and Dad? What?
There is a Runnernaut coming out.
Oh, cooking?
Yeah, it's
Have you told me about this?
I mentioned it in the group chat earlier, but it's...
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
You definitely did.
You did?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, I've been so
But for the
busy.
viewers who are not in
The viewers, yeah, no, definitely Rodernaught coming out, and you know, it just so happens to be the February is the month of love. And
Oh,
romance.
no.
I mean
So
that
Ruben
entails-
and Taylor are going to make love live on camera.
Live sex tape, the Rodernaught for sure.
There's going to be some
Acrobat.
cheesy music on there, like in the room. It's going to be sick.
Quick edits
And
like
I'm
they
going to do
do.
live commentary on it. So.
What are the punishments? What are the punishments
I
for the
can't
sex
divulge
tape?
I don't know.
that, but I hit up a dollar store and got some good bargains. Let me tell you.
That's what
Some
dollar
good
stores
props.
for sure.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's get to this. Mom and Dad, if you've not, I've set up already, but I'm going to give you the quick synopsis of this movie, and then there's a fun fact that I'm going to tell Taylor Field that he does not know, and this is going to send shockwaves throughout this podcast because this is going to hit us deep. Mom and Dad, a teenage girl and her little brother must survive a wild 24 hours during a mass hysteria of unknown origins, causing parents to turn violently on their own children. So that is the movie. Watch the preview, I'd say, even before you... And I guess this one's going to be tough because probably a lot of people won't be spending $7 to watch along.
It's likely.
I think you could watch this and see if it's a good idea. Now, here is the smoking gun. Here's the big thing. I went on IMDb to get the synopsis to read for the cast, and I look at, the cast and crew, and I look at director, and I see who directed it. This man directed Crank. This man directed Gamer. This man directed Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance.
Oh no shit.
He is the director of Taylor's maybe favorite comic book movie of all time. Go listen, we did a Netflix and Fail a couple years ago, but yeah, he directed this, and now I know exactly what we're going to get with this type of movie. Now when I've seen those trailers, I'm like, this makes complete sense now. Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance is this fucking... I just love, too, that they're still working together. They're like, this strengthen our relationship. Fucking nuts. So... Exactly. So we're going to start watching this. If you are somehow watching this on VOD with us, if you want to, we're starting. It's at the 3-second mark. The
Momentum
Pictures. I don't even know who's making this.
And Entertainment One
10
company.
seconds. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So.
Wow. Well, the director definitely knows how to bring out Nic Cage's good side.
I think so.
Yeah.
Is it good
It's
side?
definitely a skill, like any other, to bring out Nic Cage.
Okay. For a while, I was getting worried there was no audio because there's just a lot of static. So my theory is Taylor was saying oh, why are the cops still around and they're normal? I think who's ever infected by this is just people with parents, not adults.
Destructive.
Oh.
Holy shit.
That's quite a way to...
And I guess spoilers if you're not watching the movie along. We all spoil it. This woman just left her car on a train track with a child in it and got out, and the car, we didn't see it, but the car hit them.
It was going to get hit by a train.
Yeah, so there. Oh, we
Oh,
have
wow.
boobs in
Right next to Nic Cage's face.
a minute and 3 seconds. There was just
It's even more
boobs.
wild in the room at this point.
I don't even know why there was. That was very unnecessary nudity.
So unnecessary.
Don't
Yeah,
have-
it was right next to Nic Cage's face,
Yeah,
too.
and he was
Like, not even in the same shot. Like, it was a separate shot.
to set up. They're showing the cast, and it's there's a window, and then there's a small sliver of something. It's like their name in a picture, and it just showed some woman with a guy, and she was naked. Maybe it'll come into play later, but it
Lance
seems
Henriksen.
unnecessary.
Who is Lance Henriksen?
You know, in the Alien movies?
Mm-hmm. Good call.
Bishop?
He's in the Alien movie? Oh, Bishop.
Yeah.
Very cool. Music by Mr. Bill.
Mr.
I'm
Bill.
not sure who that is, but I'm into it. Now, I don't think this is the opening credits that I expected.
No.
This is very artsy.
It is.
These are some interesting color choices.
Reminds me of a Quentin Tarantino film.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Maybe he had some input with this movie.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say no. on that one.
Brian
Written and
Taylor.
directed by Quentin Tarantino. Whoa.
Wow.
Brian Taylor. Hey, it even has your name in
Yeah,
there.
it does.
It's probably just Taylor Field.
Oh, right. You're so innocent. I'm totally leading you down a dark path of corruption.
You're right. If I crash and burn my tents today, that's on you.
Oh, yeah. I forgot you have your PSATs today. Are you ready?
PSAT.
How can I be ready with you taking up all my study time?
Wow.
Ha ha. You're gonna do awesome.
So we got some classic
You can
Some
focus,
classic
right?
teen love.
and some classic really bad music.
It's Mr. Bill, dude.
Good enough. Technical
Missed a
difficulties.
whole lot
Quick
of
jump.
dialogue
What
between
time are we at right now? For people who actually do want to watch along.
3 minutes and
30 seconds.
3 minutes, 30 seconds.
Did you say
32,
50?
33.
Why did that 3 look like a
I
5?
don't know. Toad's a morning person.
Do you have that mug, Taylor?
I should. I like being in the morning.
I like being. Oh. Okay, so it has been answered. The child was killed in a crash.
So, spoiler, he died.
What? That's a portable DVD player. How are you watching the news on that?
See that, Josh? Always do.
Or should I say how? Or why? Why? Why would you watch the news on that?
What a great dad. Look at that.
So not funny.
He just put ketchup all over the counter. And you know he's not going to clean it up. Like, he's definitely going to make someone else.
Since when does anyone under 30 go to the movies?
Sweetheart.
Wow, shots fired. When does anyone under 30 go to the movies? That doesn't even make
It
sense.
just alienated
some
their
Brian
whole,
Taylor,
their
right?
whole audience.
He's a junior and you're a sophomore. Listen, I was
Yeah, I don't think anyone over 30 would go see this movie in theaters.
Gross.
Honey, your grandparents are coming for dinner tonight, remember?
Mom, really?
Really? What? You haven't seen them in months and they're not getting any younger.
So now the question. Oh, I guess the grandparents will be affected because they were parents as well, right? You would
You
think?
and Grandma
You don't know that.
passive
Could be
aggressive
adopted.
bitching at each other, and Grandpa telling his disgusting Vietnam stories.
Pulled it out and killed the Charlie bastard with his own pig sticker.
I remember that from the trailer.
I am so sorry.
Mrs. Lang.
So they have a maid. I don't remember the maid from the trailer.
Definitely wasn't on the trailer.
Maybe she dies.
She's gonna do like first out of them. Or she'll try to save the kids and.
Hashtag inappropriate. Talk the first.
Son, you take my advice. Don't ever have kids.
You guys want to commit to
Thank you so much.
Bullshit.
Carly, that is enough, young lady.
So nothing about Jeannie yet?
No baby news yet.
So I kind of
So weak.
get the feeling this movie is sort of like a discount Purge. But the Purge is already feels like a discount movie, so
Just kind of what?
just like it's just like, you know, not a full. I don't know. It's not the discount of anything, but it just
A
feels
smaller
like,
budget movie you'd maybe be looking for or no? More than that?
just like its premise and its budget. I don't know, everything. She's browsing some Instagram. It's very artsy.
Oh, here we go. Oh, pulling some House of Cards
Got the
right
money.
now. How if you watch House of Cards
They
with
do
the
this?
text that they do since
Did they
season
say
one.
yes, bitch, with the 100 and the tongue out face?
They don't, but I do.
Dad and I both do, but you don't make it.
Okay, so what is she? She dealing drugs? We think.
I think she just stole money from her parents, didn't she?
Oh,
I think she's
shit.
Do you mind not Facebooking when we're driving? together? It's
Facebooking.
really the only time we have, just the two of us.
no, that's weird.
This is a weird effect. So they
She's
have.
not even on Facebook either.
That's Instagram. They have the daughter in the
No,
the
I know,
passenger
really.
seat, and then they have the mom, but then they have like a filter of what the daughter's looking at over her face.
makes
There's some
Very
weird,
artsy.
but this is very Brian Taylor-ish because I am.
Getting some Ghost
Took
Rider
Ghost
vibes.
no you that, but I am a massive fan of his Crank movies, and I actually really like Gamer 2. But Crank and Crank 2 are some of the best. Like they're the closest to GTA we're gonna get as far as things being wild. I love their work.
Stand each other.
Ghost Rider was
Okay?
standing.
Give a shit, even when you don't feel
And he just did the second Ghost Rider,
Yes, just a second.
Yeah, that makes a lot of
and we
sense.
never got a third.
Hopefully one day.
No, we're
Still
not
hope-
getting
I'm
that.
holding on to it.
For instance.
Yeah, Feige will be right on that.
PG.
He's gonna see
Bring
this.
Nick Cage back.
He's gonna see this. He's like, oh, we know we need Brian Taylor
Yeah,
back.
this could be in the MCU probably.
Wow.
Like, what if Iron Man comes in and kills Nick Cage?
About because you don't tell me anymore.
I guess we're not getting Ghost Rider.
Probably
Okay, well
not.
that's not the case anymore, Mom. I have other friends.
Oh,
Wow.
Wow.
this acting.
See, it's just for me, you and Josh are everything. So you
It's a weird camera angle.
don't get to just
Yeah. It's like right up on the person's like side of
But
their
it's
face.
not my
And it
fault
was
you
just
have no
one
life.
shot.
Yeah, and it was like the back side, not even the front side.
So obviously this thing has affected some parents. It's like they reach a certain point and crack, because like the mom couldn't handle the baby.
Well, yeah.
In the car, you mean, on the
Yeah.
trailer? Yeah.
Okay, we got this.
Assassin's
The-
Creed wannabe.
Their son crawling around. Oh, is this the tickle scene?
Oh shit.
He definitely seems like the dad you want to
Oh.
have.
That's actually such a vicious thing.
The way he threw him on the couch.
Like, he's definitely the dad you want to have, but if you do the wrong thing...
Oh,
All
some
right, Sandy.
space.
Thanks for everything. We'll see you next week.
I don't think
Bye-bye,
would you
Lisa.
let... I mean, Travis, you actually have a child, but let's say you have a child, would you let them be in this movie knowing that Nick Cage
Yeah, okay, that's great.
do what he just did to that kid?
No. The kid just threw a ball at Nic Cage. As you hear that sound
He's
effect.
witnessing tinnitus.
Yeah. Oh, that was the most Nic Cage ever. He was dead and went, ah.
It's not a guarantee for you.
Nick Cage. How old is Nick Cage?
He's pretty young.
He's pretty young.
I feel
He's
like that was-
late 50s.
That was actually the most Taylor answer of all time. How old is Nick Cage? He's pretty young. It's just a blatant lie.
We can confirm the nanny has a daughter, though.
You can confirm that?
Yeah, the daughter was next to the nanny.
How do you know it's your daughter?
Could be a random child, I suppose.
It's more likely it's your child.
It looks like he's coming to a realization of something.
How do you want to kill his
I
kid?
lost my keys.
Oh, it's Drive Angry Days.
Oh, there's
Oh.
the movies.
Oh, so is this supposed to be him as like a teenager, I guess? Yeah. Oh, yeah, it is. So it's a flashback of young Nick Cage just driving in circles with a girl,
Wishing.
motorboating him.
That's the Drive Angry thing right there, which is a good movie.
Interesting music.
Yeah, the score is
Mr. Bill classic.
Oh,
I'm gonna find out who Mr. Bill is.
This man is
It's a
crazy.
curious name.
Why, you see how he turned the car on?
Yeah.
He really revved it.
He really did.
Plug a nigga in his eye,
Wow.
tell him get the
well, there comes that copyright strike, but it doesn't matter because we have no money from YouTube anymore.
What the hell?
All right. let's
Yeah,
have-
what the hell?
Yeah.
Damn it, YouTube.
This girl's feisty.
oh, these pussies handle.
You kids need to go to church.
Classic. Good luck. Sexy, kissy
I beg
face.
your pardon?
I don't think you can just use my phone. Can you?
Wow.
Oh shit, he just sniped out that other girl.
Oh.
Big plays by...
So he got one girl's phone who was texting, and he texted the other girl they were texting, and then told her he can bring it right to the thing.
Uh-oh. That nanny looks weird.
What? Why is she looking weird?
You see, look what she's doing.
Who?
She's looking at her daughter and smacking the mallet.
She's pissed off.
I didn't know you were going that angle. I thought you meant like their actual looks. Look, I'm like, she looks like a completely normal person.
Another flashback? Even the animals are killing their infants.
Good catch by Taylor.
So this guy's just like a DJ sort of dealio. He's done some stuff. I also just learned of a genre called psytrance. Just psychedelic trance.
Well, who does this music? I was like, who the fuck are you talking
Mr.
about?
Bill,
I
dude.
thought you were talking about this kid, and you're like, so he's a DJ?
Associated acts: Mustard Tiger, Goosebumps with a Z, The Noisy
Goosebumps
Freaks,
with a Z, my boy!
Sticky Buds. Okay. Interesting. I think this is some Star Wars music.
Skytrance.
Like from the Lego games. Specifically from the Star Wars Lego games.
Okay, Mom.
Fruit Loops, but not in the box for copyright purposes.
This is heavily Star Wars music.
I know. I'm getting big vibes right now. Like, is he in the swamp in Dagobah right now, or what? I don't know if it fits the scene at all, though. It's like he was straight ripped from Star Wars and put here. What is he doing in this car?
Hiding the bird.
What bird? I must have
Those
zoned out.
parent birds are eating the little bird, or pecking it.
Oh, Nic Cage.
The golfer dad.
Smells like something died in there. How am I supposed to get that out?
Perfect excuse to get rid of it.
That's awesome, Kendall.
His wife's name is Ken.
Oh shit.
Is he already killing someone?
No, he was dreaming about that, and then he just.
Are you sure that wasn't the maid killing?
That was the maid killing the child, but he was dreaming and then snapped out of it when he heard the maid beat the little girl.
This is so weird.
And now we have like a yoga scene where the instructor is literally grinding with one of the people in yoga.
It's just like a twerking.
Yeah. Selma Blair is not too pleased.
Very bizarre.
So
This movie's very strange.
I'm dying. Why do we do it? Killing ourselves.
This movie is definitely strange so far. Why you? I just looked over and Taylor's just looking at Nic Cage.
I like.
He's mad that he's not on screen.
Where are you,
I
Nick?
need more Nick time.
And hot, skinny bitch, is an R review mirror.
Speak for yourself.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Look at you.
She was in Hellboy.
Amazing. That's not what keeps you happy for
Yeah,
chasing
she's
after
good.
17-year-olds.
Selma
State
Blair.
divorce
She's
law
good?
that does
Is
that
she good?
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's not bad.
Juicy hunk of asada in the front row. I would not be keeping up with this torture.
Wow.
Okay, you know he could sue you for sexual harassment for shoving your business in his face.
Business.
Are you kidding me?
That's definitely an adult term. I've never called anyone else's genitalia or my own business.
Really?
I never said, hey, look at this business.
I do almost every time I refer to myself.
She's gonna pop one out, huh? Good luck with that.
Business followed by the
I saw
corporation.
Riley changing her mirror the other day, and I started to hate her. Just my daughter.
Oh boy.
One day those tits are gonna drop, you little whore. Is
Wow.
that wrong?
This lady's
funny.
yes.
I could have sworn.
So Selma Blair has this friend who clearly is not a fan of younger people. Like she's kind of talking about just trash talking the younger generation. So
She just realized her money is not in her purse.
No. She's a bitch.
We have some very light jazz. For some reason, every scene needs to have music, except for
Does
this
anybody
one.
know what this means?
not yet.
Anyone? Bueller? No. It refers to products designed with a predetermined limited lifespan. Products that are literally built to die. That is, to become unfashionable or non-functional in a certain amount of time. See Exhibit A.
Excuse me, that's actually the new one.
You're dexterously missing my point and making it at exactly the same time. See, the idea is to manipulate the consumer to constantly want to buy the new one.
Yeah, duh.
Of course, there's an argument to be made in favor of, what's this? What is it? Planned obsolescence. That's right.
I like
Without
this
getting rid
teacher.
of the old, we might never embrace
Wow,
it.
she's throwing a middle finger at this
The need to
teacher. That's a
continue
risky
to
move
replace.
in
It
some
forces
circles.
us to accelerate
I think in
progress.
most, I don't
Safety
know.
net nature.
There's not. Two, I think I
Okay.
have one teacher I could have middle fingered and it would have been fine. But that's about
Mhm.
it.
Sure. Penny, you need to go to the office. Where was I?
You were saying how we were the new and improved version of last year's class.
That's funny.
Sending all these kids off to slaughter.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So the teacher doesn't have any kids,
You don't know that.
but he'd start to go crazy.
Think so?
Okay. I understand.
Okay, it's starting to ramp up.
All right.
Got some police officers.
Jensen, I need you in the office too. I'm sorry.
Jensen.
What's going on?
Chapter 12. Everyone, let's go. Come on.
Classic chapter 12. I feel like chapter 12 is the most common thing for movies to call out.
Yeah? I don't remember
Both
any
claim-
chapter 12s in my school.
I mean, in movies. In movies, when they just need like a chapter for the teacher to randomly call it, I feel like it's typically 12.
I'm gonna start looking out for that. All these movies.
I might be making it up, but
You're definitely
it
making
sounds
it
kind
up.
of familiar.
Feels to me similar as there was a podcast once that talked about how Thor Ragnarok was gonna suck because Thor cut his hair. It sounds kind of similar to that.
Yeah, but that has no evidence to back it up, you know?
You don't either yet. You don't. Give me another movie.
Here's one right here.
No, another movie. I said.
Ghost Rider Spirit.
I don't think there's a book in that movie.
Oh, she is vaping.
Okay, they're vaping.
My
Vaping
mom is
hunter.
such a penis. She's killing me. She's well,
A penis?
Did she say my mom is such a penis?
I
Is
think
that
she
an
did
insult?
just say, yeah.
It's really, it is definitely an insult, but like,
Can't you ask her that?
it's a strange one too. I can't tell if it's good or
I
bad.
would not be offended if someone called me a penis.
True or false? Is this the first movie you've seen with vaping in it? For me, it is. Movie, not TV show. I don't think I've seen a movie with it yet. That shows it's breached pop culture now. It's not just like
This
a
movie's
thing little
very
losers
pop
do.
culture. I mean, they have twerking, which was,
Huge in the 80s.
huge in the 2 years ago.
We are gonna get fucked up. Fucked up.
Whoa. Full on R, definitely.
Yeah. They just bought some ecstasy or something.
Yeah, you have young girls doing
prep
drugs.
school.
Definitely a prep school.
Where
Whoa.
we're going.
Their alarm does sound like an alarm, but it also sounds like someone with a whistle.
It's definitely a whistle that's made to sound like an alarm
Yeah.
for budget
Oh.
purposes. Wait, that lady just like... That was weird looking. I think they reversed that. I think they had... I think the cops
climb.
let go of her and then she climbed it and then they reversed it. That just looked... Because she was climbing down the fence. Specifically. Like it was really... I kind of want to go back and see that, but I also don't want to disturb those who are watching along.
That's true.
Would you trust your parents in this situation? Or would you start to feel a little weird?
If what? If my parents were like banging at the
Saying let's go, let's go.
I would trust them. I would trust them because they raised
Instead of
you.
some high school squids, I would definitely trust them.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Jeez Louise. Done.
Crushed it. See you later.
So this
Late.
is the girl's boyfriend, or boy toy, whatever he is.
Oh no, all the parents got into the room when you opened the door.
Yeah, you were dating us, and then you were just like, you guys were just together, and it was kind of just surprising.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. I love America.
Okay, reset. That was our conversation.
At least the cops are normal.
I'm right. I
Because
just got the bomb on his face. Should be so
are they trying to say that all the cops don't have kids? Every single cop. Have we actually figured out where this movie's taking place?
Some suburbia place.
Yeah.
Oh, look at him.
Is she just gonna like stab him or something?
No, he's
Wow.
going with his parents.
Whoa, dude, check it out.
Whoa, dude, check it out.
Now, why would I guess why would just the teacher and the cops all just think, hey, the parents are? I guess there's probably a lot of reports going on about them murdering the kids. Oh my goodness! A mom is literally just stabbing her son with keys. So what happened was
That is unprecedented.
we didn't blow by blow that. There was a kid. So what's happening? There's parents. There's a gate. The cops and teachers trying to keep the parents out, and there's kids on the other side. The parents are saying, "Come with us." One kid made a book for it. He ran to his parents, or his mom at least, and then his mom just started killing with her car keys. And now the parents have made it through the gate, and they're chasing after all their children.
At least we know it's only parents that only kill their own kids. At least
Yeah.
they're not killing other kids.
Yeah. Oh my goodness!
Oh.
Now a little girl is getting suffocated by a garbage bag. This is a
That's
fucking.
not how you want to go.
No, it stinks probably too.
Whoa.
Oh my goodness! A guy just stabbed his daughter with a flag.
Football pole.
Someone's getting choked to death with a chain. Yeah, football.
She's so gonna die.
Her blonde friend.
The hair dude.
Yeah, the druggies always die.
So the cop,
cop
is beating
is-
a parent.
Oh my god.
Beating the shit out of this lady.
This is quite the movie.
Holy shit!
A very large man just crushed his son by jumping on him.
Wow. This must have been an interesting movie to film. Get a bunch of middle-aged people and a bunch of high school kids just run around in circles.
Don't go home, buddy. I want you to live.
This guy?
Yeah.
Why do you like this character?
He just did his test, and I really want him to succeed in life.
Hey, Mrs. Beasley, where's Amanda?
Oh. What'd you say?
She's inside.
Oh.
Dead.
He looks like a Wayans brother. Like, he has a similar, like, he looks like one, kind of.
He's got a similar...
That's all. He looks like. Remember, he's got a similar.
I
He
can't
looks like
remember
one.
the one name from, like, All in the Family, but the one Wayans brother, like, he looks like he could be a son or something like
I
that.
didn't watch All in the Family, so I don't know.
Come on, Dad.
Hey, what are you doing, Dad?
Now what is he? So he's picking up a bunch of wet paper.
It's a phone book?
Well, no, that was. Well, yeah, it was okay. Yeah, so the garbage is spilled. There's a bunch of wet paper, and then there was a phone book that they were showing for quite a bit. Like they were looking, like the camera was just focused on the phone book. This is also the first movie we're doing where we're gonna have to figure out things as we go. You know, usually we figure out then review. Uncharted territory.
I mean, nothing to figure out with the room. But...
And I'm not saying there's. You sure about that? Where's Denny from? We don't know.
Dad?
Okay, so
Oh, snap.
this guy's dad just
Oh!
pimp slapped him.
What the fuck, man? Don't do this again.
Oh shit.
It's your son, it's Damon.
It looks like the dad is like starting to break out of it, but then he snapped back into it when he said like, "Oh, I'm your son, Damon Wayans."
Dad, enough of that shit.
He picked up a beer bottle. I think he's gonna definitely break it.
This kid's not dying here, though.
No, I don't think so. Something's gonna happen. Okay, he's walking towards his son with the broken glass bottle. This is not looking. He cut his son.
Oh my god.
Dylan might be completely wrong about this.
I don't think he dies yet.
That was a big gusher. Oh! He threw. He pushed the table in way of his dad. His dad tripped, and the glass bottle went to his neck. So he just killed
The
his
classic
dad.
mix-up.
Happens all the time.
Yeah, it has been.
Oh! He just put his bloody hand into his son's mouth. This movie is fucked up. And it's something to do with the static. Is that a thing?
Wow, my eyes.
Maybe.
Because remember the movie started that way where there was some static going on. So maybe the static is putting signals out there towards the parents. I don't know. We'll have to see.
Maybe it's, trying to say that parents shouldn't watch TV because then they aren't spending time with their kids. And that's the moral of the story.
TV
folks.
kills. In the ratings.
Oh, snap.
I don't know about your little angels.
Okay, so Selma Blair just went and refilled her money. Earlier, her daughter stole her money, so...
No, she's reminiscing.
Mine steals from
When
me
she
every
went to the
chance
bank
she
to
gets.
withdraw the money, then her daughter's stealing it.
Okay, you're right.
And then she thought someone was in the washroom with her.
I'm wrong on this one, guys.
Well, look at you.
Some card?
Look at you.
Is that Cards Against Humanity?
That's what it looked like, but it's not. It's
like a budget,
hard to
Cards Against
believe.
Humanity. Cards for Humanity?
You have none.
I wrap my head around it. You either die single or you live
Oh, I
longer.
thought it was Bradley Cooper for a second.
Wow.
Did you hear him just re-quote Batman? You either die single or you live long enough to see yourself become the cliche.
Less and less.
Oh,
Way to go, Brian
so
Taylor.
is she cheating on her husband?
Sort of why I'm here today.
Because they're holding hands.
Look at this guy.
Whatever I want to get.
He's a real knockout. I don't know.
He's a real one.
Oh, Kendall, that was what, like 15 years ago?
Yeah, that's the ever part.
Look, Kendall, you are always a rock star.
Strange that her name is Candle.
This isn't something you can just jump back into.
Kendall.
You're going crazy. Kids. Crazy. Wow.
No, it's not a lover. I think,
Maybe
or
take some classes.
it could have been a lover. Yeah, it's a job.
Classes?
They're holding hands in an interesting.
Something fun.
Well, you want to hold someone's hands if you're firing them or not hiring them.
Really?
Now she's crying.
Yeah,
And there was a
so-
person that knocked on the glass, and she was like a really attractive female. So I almost wondered if it was some sort of, I could be wrong, but some sort of maybe modeling gig or something. Because if she was saying,
And
"Oh,
that's
you're
why she
too
was.
old," and
That's
kids.
why she was twerking.
Yeah. So I'm wondering if it's
It all
something.
comes together. Way to go, Brian Taylor.
I could be
Show
wrong.
him what it's like to direct a movie.
I could be wrong. I am half watching this as I'm having to talk to. So
Okay. I'll meet you at the hospital.
they don't look as affected as the other parents yet, though. Like they're not at the cage trying to get at,
At
their
the
kid
cage.
or at the.
Yeah, I was actually kind of surprised how quickly that ramped up to the parents going, like the big mob of them going all apeshit and killing a bunch of people already.
To mention this movie is only an hour and 20 minutes, so they're getting through
Yeah,
so fast.
I guess they have to.
Yeah. Or they chose to, because really, how much more ramp up could we could have got a few more scenes of parents being weird, but we know where we're getting to, right? Like, we know where the end result is,
World War
so.
Z just broke out at our school. I'm pretty sure nobody's gonna care that we
World War
left.
Z, another quote.
What?
She said World War Z just broke out of her school.
That's okay. No. That's not a quote. That's using World War Z for like a pun or a reference.
Yeah, there you go.
That's not a quote. In World War Z, they don't say, "Well, that's a World War Z." Like, and if they
That'd
do,
be pretty meta.
fuck that movie. Yeah, unless you're Deadpool, you can't do that. Oh god.
Program guide.
And I was gonna say, even though this isn't After 9, I think this is the closest you're gonna get fans to the After 9 show that we've kicked around doing one day of like a just a sit around bullshit one. Okay. So now the news is reporting that children. Oh, she's lining up a doobie, the bad girl.
Yo, lighting up a doobie.
She went from vaping to doobie, so cocaine. Well, she does have ecstasy, so she's going in order of.
Okay, needed that. Hey, you want a drink, bitch? Yeah.
That's the best supporting actress nom in Golden Geeks if I ever saw one.
Yeah, I mean 2018 though. You will remember that?
Yep. Oh yeah. You want a drink, bitch?
Oh shit.
We'll add. No! Don't put your hand in the blender. There's just a regular blender. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a real Final Destination
Should
bullshit.
have put her hand all the way down for that?
What'd you say?
She could have just licked the top.
Yeah, but that would have been the that.
That wouldn't have caused suspense
And
for
in
the
many
viewer.
cases,
Yeah.
murdering their own children.
Riley!
Superman!
Why is she sitting on the floor?
I will defend her as I am a big sit on the floor guy.
Are you okay?
Really?
Yeah, I like sitting on the floor. You get lots of space. Oh.
I spilled my drink.
Oh shit.
I'm sure many viewers
So her friend is checking on her mom. Her mom's crying because she spilled her drink.
Common in the animal kingdom. For instance, in the domestic pig
Wow,
population.
they got Dr. Oz for a cameo in this movie. Not bad. I'll give them that. Dr. Oz is a big name.
Well, yes. I mean, in fact, around 50% of the piglet fatalities seen is due to the mother attacking or crushing the newborn, pre-weaned babies. And no one can say exactly why they do it.
Uh-oh. Her friend definitely just...
She's totally toast.
Yeah, she definitely did
Totally
it.
toast. I think we'd see her die on screen though.
It might not be over. She might get up there and she's like killing her,
She has
right?
like missing a leg or something. But...
A leg. She's took her leg off. She's beating her to death with the leg.
That's sick.
That should be like a Gears of War movie.
God.
A Gears of War movie?
Yeah, because that's...
Not in the game?
No.
I think you should be able to equip a human leg as a weapon.
There's some nice music.
I was thinking you saw the monster's legs off and use that as a weapon. Oh yeah, she's just strangling her with a tie. You kind of see it. Oh.
Hey, kiddo.
So yeah,
Classic Hey Kiddo.
her friend is dead. She was mounting her, strangling her.
We haven't seen Nic Cage in about 30 minutes.
I'm getting really anxious here.
Yeah, they're really making you wait for it.
He's at the climax of the film.
They also probably would have to pay him more the more he does in the movie.
Not if you're Taylor, because Taylor has it. Stand right here. He takes a look at what's going on.
Human impulse, which is to protect our young. Any parent would rush out in front of a speeding car or an oncoming train or even a wild animal to save their child. But if you could take that natural human impulse
Terror
and
plot
reverse it,
or
you wouldn't
mass
have to
hysteria.
wipe us out because at that point, we ourselves would be wiping out our own future.
Some really weird zoom-ins on like people's mouths.
Yeah.
Are you the father?
No,
No,
I'm
he's the boyfriend. It's complicated. Man, the man. Help you remember to bring your camera.
Oh, good. So he's not gonna go nuts.
I can't do this. I can't.
So we got a live birth. This is almost like that.
Oh, so
19
she's a nurse?
I guess so. Yeah. It's almost like that 1945 Mom and Dad movie.
Oh yes.
So when we were looking into Mom and Dad, there's a movie that was made in 1945 called Mom and Dad. He's like, oh, is it a remake? I'll just ask people to go read the plot synopsis.
That's a big long con of a remake.
No one will remember. I'll go tell people to go read the plot synopsis. It's actually one of the most like divisive movies ever. They show like real births and everything like that. And there's an intermission. Yeah. So next month we're gonna do commentary
Nice.
on 1945. And listen to this, it had a budget. It had a budget of $60,000. This was made in the 40s, so they didn't know. They said it made somewhere anywhere from 40 million to 100 million. They didn't really narrow it down.
Wow.
But even 40 million, that's
40 million to 100 million? That's a wide range.
But even then, a budget of 63,000, that's really good.
I bet mommy wants to.
You hear that music cue? Something's bad's gonna happen.
Is she gonna kill the baby right
He's
away?
gonna chuck it at the wall.
Man, it's like I've seen this not too long ago.
Yikes.
Dylan, you know what movie I'm referring to? Where a baby gets born and is just killed immediately?
I do remember that movie. I thought you were making a reference to the fact that you are a recent father.
Oh, no.
You're right. It's something to do with the static.
Yeah.
She's weird. This is the second movie Nicolas Cage.
So it is some sort of terror plot, and that like messes with their minds.
Stop, Jeannie! No! Security! Call security! Stop her!
No, Nini!
No way!
What's happening with her?
She just stabbed her own baby.
No! Get her back! Jeannie, my
Oh!
So literally, she had the baby. She was like pretty much. She was strangling. Now the camera guy's throwing up. This is a weird fucking movie. She gave birth to this baby. She was trying to strangle baby. She stabbed it. I actually don't believe that these many. I guess it's because it's sci-fi, but these many people should be able to stop this very small woman.
Well, the baby died, obviously.
It was still crying.
The baby
No,
was definitely.
but they switched to the camera, and then the nurses were thrown off the patient, and the patient walked towards her.
We'll see. It might. We'll see.
Who's this guy?
Some other parent.
What a swing.
Right old Babe Ruth.
It's me, I got you!
Where did he come from?
Don't worry, he doesn't want us.
Guy's like a discount Kyle Gass.
Who's Kyle Gass?
Tenacious D?
No.
Wow. KG is a legend.
Come on, come on.
So much legend I haven't heard of him.
So you're safe as long as you kill your parents.
Yep.
What about your folks?
My dad
Life lessons to live by.
She's at the gym with.
Oh, your dog looks really pissed off
We
right
have to
now.
go. We have to
She's
go right
very
now.
tired. That's what happened.
Just go to sleep then.
He's got the Nicolas Cage look when the ball was thrown at him.
Hey, we have Nic Cage again. He slept through the whole
Finally.
ordeal. He slept through the whole thing.
Nic Cage would sleep through the whole thing though. They did ask him about what he thought of Justice League. He thought it was fun.
I thought it was fun.
That's what he said.
That's all I said. It was fun.
Yeah, and then when it was quiet, he was like, "That's all I'm gonna say."
Really?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Hey,
That means he actually hated it.
taking any calls.
He was jealous he wasn't in it. He's like, "Where's Ghost Rider? Why is Ghost Rider in this movie?"
You know, he did almost play Superman at one point. He was Superman in a
That'd be amazing.
movie that was supposed to be directed by Tim Burton, and it was canceled like probably 6 or 9 months into production. Like they hadn't filmed it, but you should watch the documentary. It's really good. Like he had the costume, they did tests. Christopher Walken was gonna be the villain. They had.
That sounds amazing. When was that?
This was like back in the 90s when they were planning on making this movie.
Excuse me, ma'am. You're the mother's sister?
Yes.
Oh, it was.
She's fine.
Okay, so I didn't. So see, she's not a nurse. It was her sister giving birth, so we missed that.
We need to ask for the baby.
No, I think I need to keep her close with me.
Also, is one thing as a father. So she's walking around the hospital
Ma'am, I'm sorry
with
for
the
what
baby.
my
You're not allowed to do that. You're not allowed to
No,
leave.
no, that's why these nurses are here to steal
Yeah.
her back.
Understand.
No. No. What is this? What is going on here?
We're not sure. But until we know more, we need to protect the children.
So there's a way to solve all this. As soon as you give birth to your baby, they take it away and put up for adoption with different parents. Because obviously,
I think
if you
still
adopt,
have the scent of you're gonna.
no,
have to
because she
keep-
didn't want to kill the baby, so she could have adopted the baby. And it would've been
Yeah,
fine.
but we're saying, what about that mom that's still out there?
Well, I don't know if that mom, the mom wouldn't know where the baby is or how to find the baby. They could
So
rearrange
now-
society.
I think the better solution, they gotta find out where this terrorist is coming from. Rather than every single person in the world adopting someone else's baby.
And now there is a bunch of babies in the NICU, and all the dads are just watching
All the
them.
dads.
Pretty much looking like they're gonna kill.
Ready to feast.
Yeah.
That's the look of love, you know.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I've
Is
never been in
everything
love.
all right over there?
Hi, Miss Diane. Everything is fine.
How about your sister? Does she have the baby?
Stop.
Oh, is Joshua all right?
Joshua, it's fine.
I'll make him lunch. He's hiding around here somewhere. Okay, is Mr. Ryan home?
No, he go to work.
Mr. Ryan. Never
Hey,
trust
you haven't
a
heard from him?
never trust a person with a first name for a last name.
No.
Mr. Ryan.
Listen, I'm
Brian
coming
Taylor?
home.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Whose car is that?
Yeah, we all have
Housekeepers.
last names that are specifically last names.
Yeah, I've never met.
We don't let anyone on the podcast if they have a last name that could
Let's do
even
the
smell
stats.
like a person.
Go in.
It's true. Everybody that has, I would almost say for Geeks Grid the closest is Olsen, but that's
Olsen.
primarily a last name. I
Briggs
think.
could be a first name.
No.
Briggs Tyler.
I've never met someone named Briggs that was not like in a video game or something.
And it's always like
Why you at
Captain or
school?
like
Lieutenant Briggs.
Lieutenant, yeah.
Yeah. Detective Briggs.
That's not your boyfriend? Mr. Lion say no boyfriend in the house. You understand me,
We're only
Mingma?
here for a
Wow.
minute, okay?
So the two young kids from earlier, like the oldest of Nic Cage and some of Blair's, and then
Oh my god.
the maid who killed her son has just revealed it by she's draining blood into the
So he
sink.
killed the daughter.
Her daughter.
Yeah,
Oh, was it a daughter?
You need to go
I
right
thought
now.
it was a son.
I clean the mess, and then I go.
No, you need to leave right now. Don't worry about the clean. Just get out of the house.
Go get your brother.
Get out.
You want the lunch, key?
The what?
Lunch.
I'm good.
Everybody's so crazy today. I don't know why they're so crazy today. I don't clean the kitchen. I don't know who's cleaned the kitchen. So, I so.
The music. I'm not really a fan of this music.
No.
I'll be honest with you.
It's alright. They're trying to make you feel unease in the
They're
music.
trying, yeah.
I can say feel a little unease, you know.
Where are you, bro?
It's like the worst of all hiding spots.
Okay.
It actually is like known as the single worst hiding spot of all time.
He was under the bed for people not watching long. He
And
could have
he-
easily went out a window or
He
something.
had a mask on too. That's gonna do jack
And then
shit.
like his sister just
Oh,
instantly
okay,
get
wait,
removed.
wait.
Yeah.
I know your
Friend.
story.
They could have talked about before though. If anything goes wrong, you know, like hide there.
Mom and Dad, come home.
Oh, I got home then. Oh, do go tour, yeah. Aya. 真係今日奇怪怪。
What'd she do with the body though?
哎呀，翻天。
Eat it.
Hate it.
She put it in the dishwasher.
Yeah.
It's a good way to get rid of a body.
There you go, folks.
Yeah.
If you ever
That's the
everybody,
number one answer on Google.
put in your dishwasher. Okay.
Taylor's getting ready for something.
Nic
I
Cage is
know
coming in.
who's in this car.
He's getting really excited.
Yeah, actually, like, cause we had a quick scene of Nic Cage waking up, but we still haven't really seen him in like. It's now like 40 minutes. It feels like. Maybe it's not been as long as it feels.
It's been 41 minutes.
That's not far off though. Honestly.
that
he was
means-
in the first like 5 minutes.
That means there's 40 minutes left.
We're halfway through the movie.
That DVD player again playing the news.
I mean, I guess you could plug it like a thing into it, but that just looks sus.
I think it's horrible what's happening. But for you, it was exactly right.
What the hell are you doing here?
Oh, Nic Cage.
It's not what you think, Mr. Ryan.
What are you doing in my house? Is my daughter here? Carly? Joshua?
So, Dad, I want Dad. Damn it. I need to get my backpack. Why? Why? Just
Oh
get
my
it.
god.
We need to
Worse
talk
than
straight.
Jurassic
Oh, do we
World
need to
kids.
talk? Yeah, we do need to talk. You can't be here.
It's not about me and Carly. It's about what's happening.
I get exactly what's happening.
Cage is
Oh,
terrifying.
hormones.
Oh boy, Nic Cage talk about hormones.
Yeah,
Great.
believe it or not, I used to be young once too, and actually, not all that long ago.
Look at this
by
facial
the way.
expressions.
When I think about how things were in my days,
Mr. Ryan.
but now, the world you kids are living in, the things you've seen on the internet, mouth to dildo, dildo to ass to ass, high there, anal beads, things I only saw.
Anal beads.
Ass to ass. Ass to ass, dude. It's the future of sex technology.
Dad.
So he hasn't seen that TV though yet, has
He hasn't seen the TV. He's just nuts already.
No, I think he's seen the TV at some point.
Oh, he's killing the kid.
He literally, he threw this kid down and he like looked at his hand and he like
he?
hit
So he
it
just
down.
did that. So that's the first time a parent has killed someone else.
I don't think that kid's killed though. I don't think he's dead.
But he still like clocked the fuck out of him.
No, that's Nic
Fucking-
Cage.
That Tonka truck, you see that?
Yeah, I did.
Dildo to mouth, mouth to mouth, dildo to ass,
Mouth
ass
to
to
dildo,
ass.
dildo to
Anal
ass.
beads.
Anal beads.
That's amazing. That's some like 3 weeks ago. Oh, I thought it was 3 weeks later. I was like, you can't just do that to me.
3 weeks later.
Okay, so
I bet this is giving me somewhat of an origin of how it started. Maybe I don't know.
Okay.
Or it's just Nic Cage doing some weird shit in the basement.
Yeah.
Oh, is this that scene?
He's building a motorcycle.
Is this the
This is all the scenes we didn't get with him. We're finally getting.
just a montage?
Oh, he's dancing.
This is the scene with the what is that song he sings? I can't.
What is that song in the trailer? It's like.
Oh, put your left foot in, put your left foot out. Beep, 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 beep.
Checking the level.
Okay, so far we had a flashback 3 weeks later to just see him build a fucking pool table. I don't know what's going on.
This was his idea. You know, Brian, how cool would it be if in a senior movie we building a fucking pool table?
Yeah. Or they
It'd
actually.
be funny if this actually has nothing to do with like any of the movie that's coming out. It's just some scene that they filmed. They're like, oh, we gotta put it in the movie somewhere.
Wow. You were gonna tell me about this at some point?
Jesus Christ. Why do you sneak up on me like that?
So angry.
Yeah. So?
It's a happy
You don't
marriage.
even like pool. Can I ask how much this cost?
Don't worry about
I kind of have to worry about it. I mean, Christmas is coming up. Do you really think this is the right time to start building a man cave in the
it.
basement?
Not a man cave, Kendall. Jesus. But, you know, like a family room.
The whole house is a family room.
Okay, you see, I got a problem with that one right there because I bust my ass 6 days a week trying to pay this place down. And it's like a fucking obstacle course trying to get out the fucking front door. I mean, one of these days I'm gonna trip over one of Josh's toys and take a nosedive straight to the emergency room.
What are you saying?
I'm saying that maybe we need to have boundaries. I'm saying that maybe there needs to be a fucking grown-up zone and a fucking kid zone.
Oh boy, Nic Cage. I'm sorry, folks, is just losing
You
his
think I
mind.
want to be the one to piss all over your family room?
Do you think I want to be the one who has to build a fucking family room?
He's beating at the pool table with the.
The one
The
he just
balls.
bought and leveled perfectly.
Okay. Well, let me see if I can take care of this for you, sweetheart. Yeah, I think I have something. Just the right.
He's destroying the pool table with his hammer.
Yeah, you put your right foot in, you take your right foot out, you do the hokey pokey and you fucking work it all out.
I'm speechless. I don't know how to call this. He's destroyed the pool table with a hammer.
And you turn yourself around.
So are we trying to say that like the rest of the people are sick? He's actually just crazy?
That's
Like,
what it's all about.
this looked like this was really hard for Nic Cage to do.
There you go. Problem solved. You're right, honey. I hate pool.
Nutsoid, man.
He's wearing a
Not a
Misfits
big fan
shirt.
of sheep
Shout
part
out.
sales either. Trying to hit quarters down there, be a big man. Not exactly what I had in mind as a young dude, you know. Bright future, everything in the world to look forward to. I mean, I was gonna grab the world by the balls and squeeze, boy.
Oh boy, this is. He won an Oscar with this speech.
God damn it! I remember that kid I used to be like it was 4 fucking minutes ago. My feet barely touched the ground back then. My kill ratio was 9 out of 10. It was 100% sex. And that guy, in a million years, could never have pictured this tired motherfucker he turned out to be.
Wow.
Flat on his ass, fat, bald, cottage cheese, fucking ass, blue bun, butter waistline with hair coming out of my ears, my nose. My salary went from $145,000 to $45,000. Yeah, building a fucking man cave. That's right. You're right.
So he's clearly having
Midlife crisis.
yeah, midlife crisis.
100% sex. My kill ratio.
9 to 10. Pretty good.
Fucking legend.
I want to know.
How do you write this stuff, man? Like, I want to be able to write this.
I don't
guy.
think they did. They just said, Nick, you go out there and just make something up.
As a woman, you don't have career dreams, relationship dreams. I did. I had all that. There's this bigger thing. All your life, you know it's coming. And there's this mix of anxiety and secret excitement.
Having kids.
And terror.
I think she's leading to that.
Because you know that one day, inevitably, you'll create this life. The hugeness of it, the importance of it.
Hugeness of it.
Everything was building to that moment. And then,
You know what? I hate doing the huge thing nowadays because like before it was funny because it was such a meme, but now it's like because he's actually the president. Every time I do, like, man, it's just so depressing. Like that's
not our president.
Yeah, he's not, but
close.
I mean, it's intense. It's fucking bad shit, but it's not. Doesn't. Anyways, it is what it is.
Nic Cages is just sleeping.
Just something that happens and then it's.
Cottage cheese.
I mean, doing that scene really wears a man out, I would imagine.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, yeah.
Pool table.
Especially because he's like 60.
I know
Is
this
Nic
is
Cage
the way
now?
things are supposed to be. I know we're doing it right. It's just
I'm
in
the
my
Ghost
head,
Rider.
you know.
no, that's not. He's not gonna say I'm the Ghost Rider.
You used to be Kendall.
What if that was the twist? Is that like
Now we're just.
he reveals at the end that he is in fact Ghost Rider?
I'd be set for life.
Dad.
This is Ghost Rider 3.
Like Home Alone on bath salts. That's how this movie was described in the trailer.
Okay. I thought I looked in the review popped up and I'm like, wow, they got a review to pop up.
That's
in
actually really smart.
So
And some fucking random dubstep. Fucking way to go,
a parent
Mr.
just
Bill.
tried to throw their baby in
She was
front of
rollerblading with her carriage and then just swerved it in front of Selma Blair's car.
Yeah, she just threw her baby in a stroller in front of a car.
But we didn't see the baby.
It looked like it took quite a bit of technical skill because she was also on rollerblades.
Yeah.
So mad props to that woman. Really reinventing the kid killing meta. Oh yeah, some tinnitus back. Looking like Baby Driver.
The only music to edit music and visuals.
Oh yeah,
together.
Mr. Bill did the soundtrack for Baby Driver. You didn't know that?
She looked like she changed now.
Changed.
Yeah, you can see it in her hand motion.
Oh, wow. That's some real acting.
And she closed the door too.
You know, if Tom Hardy's all about the eyes,
Damn
this actress is all about the
Selma
hand,
Blair
the
is all about
tenseness of the hand. He's just big chilling on the floor. So what happened to the friend? The boyfriend dude?
He's knocked out.
Well, he's still. Well, you don't know if he's dead. We saw
But
him.
shouldn't
but-
he
There was a
be-
lot of blood.
Like on the floor here or something?
True.
Took a header.
So I think
He
he's.
took a header.
Must have blacked out.
You're home early.
So are you.
Why do I feel like they're gonna fuck?
They're in the basement.
Okay.
Oh. I thought they were going
They're gonna fuck up their children.
Harley. Joshua?
So are we just to assume that the boyfriend character is dead?
Yeah.
He wasn't there.
I feel like it's fair to assume that Nic Cage killed him when he bashed his head into the ground.
I'm
Did you
gonna-
see that hand? They zoomed in on that hand, dude. It's the hand of God just coming down, slamming that kid in the
As
head.
Taylor would say, what was he one of the greatest actors of our generation? Yeah.
His hand movements are
So
insane.
sorry.
I will predict that he's not dead. That's my prediction. I think he's gonna come back and help
He
for a
saves the day.
save. Yeah, not save the day, but I think he'll help.
I understand you must have had a very good reason. That's not what this is about.
Taylor, is
Now
that
I
the
want you to
boyfriend
unbolt the door,
dead or not?
and I want you and your
He's not
brother
dead.
to come out of that basement.
I'll go against the grain. and
2 to
say
1,
that
Dylan.
He's dead.
No, Mom, we're not coming out, okay? You have to leave.
Here it comes.
You need to leave the house. You and
Dildos
Dad.
on dildos.
Your motherfucking mother should open the door! Motherfuckers!
Superman!
Oh boy.
I love Nicolas Cage.
Oh, Nicolas Cage is crying.
No.
He looks like a turtle right now. Did you say bitches?
Let's do it this way.
Where are you going?
He actually is one of the best actors of the time.
He should play Marv in a Home Alone movie.
Yes.
The way when he was like, bitches, like when Marv's like, Harry, like. I don't know who could play
He
Harry.
should play
but
Marv and Harry at the same time.
Yeah,
and just go back and forth
yeah.
and act against himself.
I would
That'd
pay
be
to see
sick.
that.
That's not gonna cut through this door.
Like Home Alone and Bath Salts.
It's a sawzall. That means it saws all.
Oh, well, you know.
Yikes.
Selmer's trying to saw a door and it's not going well.
Fuck this. I'm tired of messing around with this shit.
Funny to me is actually used those at work and she just fucking...
You don't cut
Oh,
one.
get things
You don't
done.
just like
Yeah, you
smash it
start
out.
like angling it. That's a bit better.
What's he grabbing though? That's what I want to know.
Dildos.
Dildos to ass, ass to ass. Anal beads!
Oh, see, told you.
The gun is
Did
gone.
he really?
The kid's gotta have it.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
She sounds like an ogre.
Family. Oh.
So Selma Blair.
Fucking explanation for this? Really went all in on the midlife.
Oh,
Fucking handgun.
Well, I mean, some psycho could break into the house. How am I supposed to defend us?
You do realize that 1 in 5 children and
Nicolas Cage doing a weird fucking like flamingo walk.
It was in a locked case.
What was the combination?
Josh's birthday.
Never make it your kid's birthday.
So flashback to the kid getting the gun. Oh,
Oh.
he's in his underwear and a mirror saying he
It
wants to
was
die.
just like, this like that scene with Jeff from Saw 3. I'm gonna fucking do it. You're gonna do it.
You fucking murdered my kid. You fucking murdered my kid. Fuck you.
Jeff, dude, it's Jeff. It's Jeff as a kid.
You motherfucker. And he has that fucking sweater vest that just moves like a ghost around him every time he moves.
Alcohol.
You fuck.
Okay, dude, Jeff is not that.
No, there's a quick cut. Remember, he puts the gun in his mouth.
yeah.
It's like, and he's like, ah. And it's like, what's happening? Man, if that actor was in here too, go watch the Saw retrospective to find out who Jeff is.
Jeff could be Harry.
That was really
Jeff can be Harry.
Who would be the kid in this movie, though, in this version of
Same
Home
Still
Alone?
Macaulay Culkin.
That's it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't hurt your
We should fan cast
Oh,
him.
so she, yeah. Okay, so they're
Oh my god.
Not-
The kid just going crazy.
they're bandaging her gunshot. It's not going well because they're obviously they're kind of playing off like it feels like they're like crackers in a way. But
counting.
5, 6.
Do you think it's great?
That guy.
I don't think so.
Nick Cage, man. Just a wild figure.
Hurt us.
I do feel like they wrote this with him in mind,
Oh.
and because they work with him. But
Either Nick Cage or Ed Moses, one of the other
and Moses,
or Jeff.
yeah, all three of them.
Specific, not the
Ed
actor, but
Moses.
specifically the Jeff from Saw.
Ed Moses can actually be the kid in Home Alone.
Yes.
They fucked with the wrong house.
They should be like looking for a way out.
The other thing was weird. Remember when they first got that sawzall? Nick Cage was like, "Well, I can't saw through the door," but she did start the saw through the door.
She definitely did. Well, she got shot in the arm.
Yeah, she didn't give up. Don't put her down.
Oh, that's clever. They're gonna drown them out.
Wow,
That is clever.
that's what I'm gonna do to Taylor.
I'm in the basement.
When you're hanging out in my basement,
I'm in your basement. You have a basement?
I have a crawl space.
You don't want to know.
Yeah, he'll find out.
You don't know where the entrance point is.
Okay, so we saw the boyfriend on the ground, still knocked out.
Wasn't he was like under a table now though?
There's a good chance
They
he is
moved him?
dead if he hasn't gone up yet.
I was
actually.
kind of getting vibes that it was
She
no
just
longer,
waved to a neighbor.
or that it was sundown. But
Me too. They probably shot the inside stuff.
probably
when it
because
was
that
night,
15 like what was
Oh.
it? 15 weeks or 2 weeks earlier, whatever
Three
that scene
weeks.
was.
3 weeks.
It was just so dark.
What happened?
Housekeeper's daughter is in a recycling bin. That's why she left in there, or the garbage bin.
So what she's doing is they are trying to drown them out. They have a hose going from the inside of the house to a window into the basement. She just buried the hose so they couldn't push the hose up out of the window.
They're doing hot water too. That's even worse.
I feel like the hot water is gonna not last very long before they run out, and then it'll just be regular water though.
True, it's a big basement.
Yeah, that's a massive. Like that's gonna take. I would think how long? What is your prediction? How long would it take to flood that basement from
the length of this movie?
Definitely more than an hour and a half. I mean, look at this.
It was a
the
joke.
Wet Bandits. How long did it take for them to flood the basement? The Wet Bandits. It took at least a week.
That's true.
Not long enough. They got caught.
All of Christmas Day.
They're filling up the gunshot holes now. Because they're gonna be.
It's music. It's that. Oh, what is that called when it's like that sound that constantly sounds like it's.
Hotel.
She's gonna be fine.
That was a quick cut.
Her reflexes.
Literally.
Yeah, I'm surprised actually that they've just been sitting at the door the whole time as opposed to trying to think or look for tools to use in this basement.
All they gotta do is get that hose and just pull a little more and then.
It's not water. I think it's gas. Because you can see the gas by the window.
Yeah, that makes sense. It was plugged into the stove.
Yeah, that'd make more sense
stove.
than water.
Nice going, guys.
Because yeah, it would have taken a while for them to get to them. I even thought about that with the stairs they're on. I was like, I actually don't know if it would get to them. I think it would stop, and then the door would let all the water out. So, but the gas is. Yeah.
It's really up.
After that, we should be good to cut the door down.
So now they're getting along for once.
Well, because they're both crazy, right? Yeah, because the 3 weeks.
She caught up to him.
Yeah, the 3 weeks later thing, or 3 weeks earlier, didn't really make much sense. They just did it to show that they both had a midlife crisis. But the thing is, this movie is not about these parents having midlife crisis and trying to kill their kids. It's that there's something in the air or something they're seeing making them kill the kids. So they really didn't need to make it that, like, because we also started the film with them being really loving with their kids, right? So we didn't really need to be like, oh, and they kind of do hate their kids. It's like, well, yeah, I don't know.
Well, they also like were actually making a character with this daughter at one point, but then that kind of just ceased.
Yeah.
But the fact is that Mom and Dad don't hurt us.
Chicken.
That's a shame. I wish there was more.
There's like 50 minutes left of this movie.
We're gonna get out of here.
But probably not the worst, because there's probably not much you could do more with this type of movie. You know?
Well,
even though I could keep watching Nic Cage being crazy. And I think it's also because it's a lower budget why we're just stuck in this house.
Right, like there could have been a lot more if they decided to have other characters and
we're just
more going out in like the world, but
Yeah.
obviously it's just a Nic Cage movie. But who knows, maybe the next 15 minutes will be very spicy.
Can't wait for that post-credit stinger.
Oh yeah, just a Black Panther trailer.
Nick Fury coming in. Have you heard of the Avengers? Who's in the Avengers? Well, it's Iron Man, it's Captain America, and this guy. Fucking me. I'm an Avenger. He has a gun and he has that big saw he kills Jigsaw with too. Like, Okay, so now
I'm not entirely sure what's going on here. So she's gonna try to burn the house down? Is that what? Are those matches? I don't actually know.
It is, but if they're,
okay.
I think they are. But if they're filling up that room with gas, wouldn't it? Or is that just movie logic? When you'd light something up, it would explode.
I think if there was enough gas in the air.
Yeah. So there's just. What happens if they just lit it and the house blew up and that was the end of the movie?
I don't think I'd actually be that disappointed because it'd be unexpected.
I
mean, actually, I guess you just predicted it. But.
I legitimately feel like the movie's gonna end in some weird way because, like, I feel like the other
Do you
thing.
think it's gonna be a happy ending?
I think it's gonna be a twist ending. And I also don't think we're gonna get any answers to what's going on. That's probably no.
It's an ambiguous movie.
Yeah. Make up your own mind.
What is she? Oh, that's freaking clever.
So I guess what are they gonna sneak out and then when they go to check on them, they'll open the door and then make it explode? Have they found a way out yet, though? Seeing Nic Cage cheer about killing kids because he hears them coughing and he's like, yes, yes, like.
They're like, Nic Cage, for this scene you need to pretend like you're cheering for a kid dying. He's like, oh, I know exactly what that emotion is like.
They did get away out.
So I don't understand what the parents' plans are now. Why are they cutting that door?
Well, they want to go down there and
they were gonna wait until they heard them coughing, I guess, so that they were weakened.
So their plan was just to knock them out with the gas. I feel like them going down there could have been a lot quicker and just overpowered.
Yeah, but they had a gun though.
Fair enough. Right? Right?
Oh, this is gonna be great. It's not often you see Nicolas Cage.
Maybe the wife goes down and she explodes, and then Nic Cage has a solo.
I do worry Nic Cage is gonna be able to explode because his past with fire and
Ghost Rider,
and plus they want to see him act out,
right. The bees.
Gonna explode. Yeah.
What is the bees thing from again?
The Wicker Man. It's a deleted scene from the movie.
Really?
But yeah. It's an awful movie.
Nice.
Yeah. Nic Cage punches a woman in that movie.
Nice.
Is it?
Well, he's good at that kind of thing. So.
Yeah. I almost thought it wasn't gonna work. Nic Cage's open door. He's just smiling. And
Ghost Rider.
This is the origin of Ghost Rider.
Slow-mo Nic Cage.
So they've opened the door. The kids put the matches in the front door. It just exploded and pushed Nic Cage back, and now we're cut to black. Do we get credits?
He got launched.
No.
Some of Blair just took off.
We're not getting credits yet. No.
I am worried.
Okay.
I think I know how it's gonna end though.
How?
I think we're gonna get the doorbell rings like in the trailer, and it's gonna be their parents. They're both gonna look at each other like, "Is that your parents that were coming for dinner tonight?"
Well,
oh yes, they did foreshadow that, didn't they?
Is that? Do you really count that as a prediction if they showed you that in the trailer?
Well, I totally forgot.
What? I think
this is a prediction because I forgot that this was a thing.
I guess, but I didn't. And like, he's like, I got a massive prediction here. It's like, no, you just saw.
I don't think he said massive prediction. He just said I know how it's gonna
end. The way he was.
He just said I know how it's gonna end. Okay?
That's like me predicting.
He wasn't like claiming a hashtag Taylor told you. He was...
Guess what? I got a massive prediction. Black Panther's gonna be in Infinity War. Just
what?
throwing it out there. Yeah.
Dude, I don't.
Because the trailer showed me.
You want to bet on it or?
Yeah.
Do you think Nic Cage is dead?
No, Nic Cage is never dead. I think he'll come out maybe all crispy and whatnot, and then they'll kill him. But
he'll come out as Ghost Rider.
Yeah. Brian Taylor and I can't remember his co-director's name. I think it's Nevadine or something. They're directing Duo. This is I think one of his first ones alone. But Crank 2 also ended with Jeff Chelios on fire, so they like igniting people.
It's a fun thing to do.
What'd they do with the gun? And why doesn't she push the dresser against the door?
Dresser's heavy, man.
She could.
You couldn't even do that.
Oh, I could.
He has.
Okay, we got another flashback because she was hiding in a room. Someone Blair was hitting.
I think there's only like 1 minute left in this movie. I'm really confused.
Oh, it's a flashback to when she's like a very young girl.
Mommy, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Oh, no, honey. Honey, it's okay. You'll never have to be afraid of me.
Did she fuck up her makeup? Is that what's happening?
Oh, look how beautiful you are. You did a good job.
And in all these flashbacks, Nicolas Cage and Selma Blair have looked the exact same.
Just a kiss of it. There's your angel cheeks.
Got some Eric Sadie, great piano player in the background right now.
Oh, honey, you were born that
I
way.
respect that.
There's nothing I want more in this world.
Some Jim and
Honey.
Oh. She just tried to elbow jar, hit the mirror. Oh. Daughter's biting the mom.
She bit the bullet.
Oh, and she ripped her daughter's hair out. He's my god! The boyfriend's back. He literally just ran up the stairs like, oh, what's going on?
That was like a Denny moment right there. Like, where did this guy come from?
Two's a party, three's a crowd.
Oh,
No. Baby, Carly, it's okay. Shh, it's okay.
So right now,
Let's just try to
Selma
fight her.
Blair's in the middle of
One
the
of
daughter
lamest
and,
fight scenes of all time.
and the boyfriend. They're tying her up and they've locked her in the closet. Like, this sounds strange, but these are things that are actually
These are
happening.
legitimately just reenactments.
They just tied her with like blankets and shit. And they threw her in the closet.
I don't think the mom movie's starting to take on like strong youthly man.
Oh, remember that the girl that gave
A
birth to
strong
the
youthly man.
remember that girl that gave birth to the baby? She was throwing all those nurses around. So it's
I
something.
think she'd be strong enough. Mom strength is a real thing, man. They say they can like throw cars and shit, you know, if they're a child.
I mean, witness that.
Well,
They can definitely throw their stroller in front of them in cars, that's for sure.
Now is the boyfriend getting like stabbed through the head or something? Because they're both laughing. Why would they be laughing right now?
The dad is still downstairs.
Well, no, he did get blown.
He's
up.
100% getting stabbed right now.
Just tragedy of my life. But ironically, that shit doubled my chance of survival.
Yes, Mom.
Oh, they were gonna kiss, but the little boy. Like, this is so stupid. This whole like they stopped
It's a
to go
coat
kiss
hanger.
and like.
Classic coat hanger. Are they gonna chop her arm off?
It's for unlocking your car when you lock your keys.
Oh my god! Hey,
That didn't make any sense at all.
Is that actually a
so
real
the mom
thing?
was whipping the coat hanger around. She whipped it and got the boyfriend like a fish hook through his
But they
cheek.
didn't bother to special effects it. They just like had two cuts. One where he did not have it in his mouth. And one where he did.
Oh, she just hit him with a hammer.
Oh! He just
This poor
Oh,
boyfriend.
She hit him with a hammer. He fell over the stairs, hit the railing, and then hit the ground.
Why did she stop? I'm kind of surprised.
Oh, Dad!
Nic
Nick!
Cage. He's like a little toasty, but not really. Like,
He's got
that does not look
Fruit
like a
Loops on
guy.
his chin.
He's got Fruit Loops on his chin.
That does not look like a guy who.
Easy. Saws. Oh.
Oh my god. Two Sawzall jumps in one
Motherfuckers!
movie.
They're the exact
I was not
same
ready for
one.
that.
I'm sorry I said that you have no life, okay? I'm sorry that we don't talk anymore. I'm sorry that we're not best friends. Mom, we're a family.
Your grandparents?
We love each other, even though you can't
yeah.
stand each other. That
Taylor predicted it.
Big prediction.
Saws. Oh.
Wow, they went for the third. They went for the hat
So
trick.
lame.
They went for the hat
They're
trick.
like, yeah, they tripled down on this shit joke.
So now we're just getting a bunch of quick cuts of the entire movie.
Very quick cuts.
Shit. I forgot. Your parents.
That was tonight. God damn it.
Are we gonna actually meet the grandparents, or is the movie gonna end with them just like opening the door and the grandparents trying to kill them?
Nic Cage is gonna get shot in the head as soon as they.
Yeah, like maybe something like that.
Mom, Dad, listen.
Yeah, see, she pepper sprayed Nic Cage.
Oh,
He has
fuck!
a knife. Nic Cage is getting killed by his dad.
He got shanked.
See, remember I told you why your adoption thing wouldn't work. They would just start hunting them down. It doesn't matter where they are.
Yeah, but they weren't adopted though. That's his real
I'm
parents.
just saying. Yeah, I'm saying like the real parents would sniff him out and try to kill him.
Killed me. You fucking killed me.
You killed me?
Bullshit.
Lance Henriksen.
Gut. Crybaby. We get you now.
Grandpa! Please don't hurt anymore. Please.
Hey! There's my little piss and vinegar.
So it skips generation. That's good.
So now we got a fight between Nic Cage and
One of the
Lance
greatest fight
Henriksen.
scenes of all
The
time.
grandpa and dad.
This is gonna be in best scenes 2018 Golden Geeks.
Now Selma Blair
You got
seems like
Cliff
she's
Bleszinski.
realizing something. Hang on. She's I don't know what she's looking at.
He's just woofing like a dog.
Get your hands off me.
No!
So we literally have a
I do
son
not want to kill Brent.
running throughout the house with his father chasing him, and then his father, the grandpa, chasing him.
As if you ever give a shit about him.
Oh,
You were never good enough for him.
Okay.
Not even a real name!
Campbell's not even really.
nice.
She's not wrong, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, it's the name of an object.
Her name's not Candle, it's Kendall.
It's Kendall.
So a flashback now of Nic Cage's son at the beach.
This movie's wild, dude.
Yeah.
You fucked up, son. But what if I told you I fucked up even worse?
How?
Did you know that once upon a time, the Firebird was Grandpa Mel's car? It's true. He bought it brand new in '79 right off the line. Used his DA cylinder. Man, that car was his baby. When I was little, I used to watch him polish on the front lawn every weekend. And by the time I turned into a dumb, horny, pimple-faced high school kid, just like they're gonna be, it was officially a classic. So long story short, I stole the keys, picked up my girlfriend. Yes, before I met your mom, took her out for a little spin.
That was her mom?
Pretty much totaled the motherfucker.
He's talking to his kid. He's just drunk as
Mel didn't think so. I thought he was gonna crush my skull. But you know what he did? He sold it to me. And it wasn't cheap either. I'd have to pay him back every dime he put into it. And if I wanted to drive my senior year, I better learn how to fix a car. So I did. I spent the whole summer working 2 jobs. Pay back my dad. Here's $10, Dad. Here's $20, Dad. Here's $100, Dad.
Okay.
In the summer, I had that bad boy cherried out from the ground up. Now, you talk about a pussy magnet. Shut the mouth. Huh?
He just licked that beer can. He was Nic Cage.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know.
Is that what Mom always says? I can't bear to think about what must have happened in that car. Because of the accident?
No, buddy. She's talking about something else.
Talking about the what?
Something else, not the accident.
Oh, okay.
The girl.
I'm sorry I messed up, Dad.
Come on, hey. Like father, like son, right? But if you ever touch that car again, I'll fucking kill you.
Oh boy. So he was like laughing with the kid when he said that, and then he did a mean face. And now we're in that car they were talking about. The kid is trying to start it. Nic Cage is destroying the car to get to him.
Oh, here comes Lance.
Oh, he's climbing over.
Oh,
He's
Jesus.
just stabbing him in the ass. Nic Cage getting stabbed in the ass.
He did just get. He's also got stabbed in the belly recently.
Yeah.
You goddamn filthy dinosaur! Fucking dinosaur. I fought in wars. What have you done? Come on. Come on.
Nic Cage still getting stabbed.
Oh!
The car is started.
Worst spot tied.
That was a lot of pepper spray right in the eye. Like a lot.
I almost can't.
That was like a gallon.
I almost
of
can't
pepper
commentate on what's going on anymore. We literally had a hard cut. They almost hit the small kid with the car. They cut to someone player pepper spraying their grandma. No.
Oh,
she just hit her daughter in the head
daughter.
with the mallet. It's looking like game over for these kids.
Yeah, there's not much more to do.
Oh,
Grandma's
back.
Grandma's back with some spirit of vengeance. We got some dubstep.
No!
Oh!
The car crashed.
Oh my god! What is happening? This is a movie!
The car
I
crashed
can't believe I'm seeing.
through the carport. It was spinning. It hit the grandma. The grandma started to roll in the car in slow motion.
Dude, this is
In
literally
slow motion,
GTA!
in slow motion, they saw Nic Cage look up at his mom going through the
Massive
windshield.
ragdoll physics. This is GTA. We're watching GTA right now.
Oh,
Oh.
he's still alive. The boyfriend's still alive, and he just hit the mom with a shovel.
That was a.
Frying pan. Cookie
It was-
sheet.
Was that a
Looked
shovel?
like a cookie
That was
sheet.
definitely a shovel.
That was a shovel.
It was
Taylor.
Pan Solo,
What
dude.
frying pan do you use?
So was the
You cook
grandpa...
10 feet away from your kitchen?
What happened to the grandpa? Did he get popped?
He was on the hood of the car at one point.
Oh, crap.
He was big flying.
Yeah.
Now Nic Cage and his wife are tied up.
Yeah.
So I guess the grandparents are dead.
Hey, Dad.
Yeah. That boyfriend survived a lot.
He's popping off. He fell like a solid story and just smashed through a banister. He had a fish hook through his face.
Let us out.
No, the coat hanger. I think the
Same
staircase is the worst.
I don't think so.
And his head got smashed into the ground by Nic Cage's giant
Come
hand.
on, big guy. Get the sawzall. Cut us loose.
What is up
We
with
wanna
this
trust
Sawzall reference?
They got paid a lot by Sawzall.
Sawzall. That's my new go-to reference.
Uh-oh.
Nick Cage.
The 13 ball.
He kicks something, yeah. Unlucky 13. Pool ball just...
Because this movie got 13 on Rotten Tomatoes.
No, I think it's actually fresh on Rotten Tomatoes. I think it's like rocking a 70-something.
Rotten Tomatoes is the most sus website.
Oh, DC fans, you're converting them.
No, I'm on your side now, Taylor.
What's he gonna
And
do?
actually, 13 is what I predicted Aquaman would get on the
Well, you did. You actually did.
I love you, Mom. Me too.
So are they gonna kill their parents here?
Don't you know? We love you both more than anything in the whole world.
But sometimes we just want to.
Okay.
Do you think... That was the ending.
Sometimes.
Hang on, I'm going back.
Just want to.
That's not even an ending. That's not an ending.
I think he's just saying sometimes we want to kill you, but like we didn't need him to say that. Wow.
We could turn the volume down a bit. See if there's a post-credit scene, you know?
I don't think there's a post-credit scene.
We got Candle, Carly.
The way I could look at this movie is by two things. As an actual movie, this is kind of a garbage movie. Like it's
Not great.
It's not. It's not a
Is
good
it fresh
movie.
on Rotten Tomatoes? Yeah. But is it fresh?
But if you're looking for entertainment, if you're looking for a nutsoid film, as the review said, if you're looking for just to get your Nick Cage fill, this is definitely them letting him off the leash. There's movies where we've watched of his before where it's like you only see certain scenes and you see flashes of that Nick Cage.
Mhm.
This is him off his leash. If
I
you
think
like that,
only
that's
the
great,
last
but-
half of the movie, though. He was barely in the first half.
Yeah, but the first half was more about setting up what was going on, right, with the kids.
Yeah, but
and the
it doesn't
killing.
really matter. I don't think it matters.
No, because I think, like, take the Nick Cage, our love out. I know you're going to talk about for Taylor, but, like, okay, so we, like Dylan said, it goes really quick, but, like, the incident happens, kids start getting killed, and then we meet this family, and then the ending is very sporadic. The flashbacks that they spice in them make not much sense at all. They don't really pay off. The grandparents thing, I think, was a fun twist. Awful ending. That was really anticlimactic. That we... Okay, I didn't expect to find out about the virus, but I kind of wanted to.
I think it's pretty obvious that, you know, the guy writing this movie had like an idea where, you know, parents start killing the kids for some strange reason.
Yeah.
And he wanted Nick Cage in this movie, and that's all he had, and that's all he wanted to do with this movie. And so he had to, you know, build the story around it and add other characters, and that's where you get the rest of the stuff, which doesn't really feel like it matters at all.
No.
But definitely a lot of Nick Cage craziness in there. You got some ass to mouth, you got some dildo to mouth, you got some ass
Dildo?
to ass, and you got some anal beads.
Didn't he say dildo to dildo at some point?
I don't know if he said that.
I don't know what he said, but yeah, that was... Yeah, I don't know. I think I would YouTube this and watch certain scenes again. Like, I'd love to watch that rant scene, but I don't think
I would
could-
definitely watch like all the Nick Cage scenes put together.
Yeah, a compilation. I don't think I could watch this movie again, though.
No, I don't think I would. Taylor, what do you think? As you have once said that Nick Cage is one of the greatest actors of our generation.
You know,
and you weren't saying it jokingly.
I think you can throw him
No,
in
he
any...
wasn't.
You can throw him in any role and he just does not disappoint.
I think that's a lie.
Any role?
He does not disappoint. Honestly, he did not disappoint in this movie at all. Every time he came on the screen, I got so
Hokey
excited.
Pokey performed by Nicolas Cage.
I got so excited when he came on the screen. And, like, everything he was saying was just... half the time wasn't making sense. He was just going crazy. Like, he totally butchered that saw on thing, but
Saws
it
on.
didn't matter.
Saws all, not saws on.
Yeah, saws on.
No, I just corrected it. Saws
Oh, I
all.
thought he was saying saws on. Saws all. Oh, it's saws all, yeah. Well, he
Saws
butchered it, but I mean, it was still great.
You're butchering.
He
it
knew
was
the lines.
it was just, you know, I think I could honestly, if it's not a fully priced DVD movie, I would consider buying it like maybe the $10 range, $5-10. I would like to add this to my collection of Nicolas Cage movies.
Well, after one watch and not thinking about a whole watch, we just finished it. Where would you put this with like Nick Cage movies? Is this like
Spirit of Vengeance
top 5, top 10?
Is still
He
up
didn't
there.
even. I'm gonna give you not so much credit as you used a GIF the other day and didn't even know it was from Face Off.
I thought you were challenging me to a face off. I didn't know you were, because you did face off.
Because he says that he goes face. Off.
Kind of like how he says saws.
It's
Yeah.
It's exactly.
I definitely think that, I mean, for the Golden Geeks 2018, I'm like, honestly, Infinity War needs to watch out for best scene of the year because I think this definitely has some good scenes in it. Legit. Like, when he's talking to his son, and he's like, that was a pussy, man. I'm like, who talks
That was a good scene.
I think the talking scenes actually ended up being more fun. I think the action scenes were pretty generic. They're very classic Brian Taylor, the way he
Very
shoots
low
them. They're
budget.
he does on purpose a very like shaky cam and whatnot. But I think they showed a lot of those action scenes in the trailer, and with it being so short, I think that was a little defeating for me seeing the trailer and watching the movie. Was there's a lot of stuff that they showed. I think the scenes like that, the anal beads, the stuff they didn't show, that was the best stuff because it caught us by surprise. But the action stuff, it kind of all saw it coming, and I think the ending really bugs me. I think they could have found a better ending. I think they should have just killed the parents. I don't know. Like, it's just, if you're not going to explain what the thing is, that's fine. But for them just to have their parents tied up and then it ends with that terrible, like, sometimes we just want to, and then it, like, goes to black.
Yeah.
It's like...
I don't know. That stuff like the first half where they're setting it all up. I mean, they don't resolve it anyway, so it kind of feels like they could have just started with like that was already going on or something, or I don't know.
I do think,
like
like I
there
said,
could have been more going on. In the
I
end.
still think the flashbacks are pointless. I get what they're trying to go with for the, midlife crisis, but at the end of the day, if they're sick, you don't need a midlife crisis.
Yeah.
So there's a couple of flashbacks that they just kind of threw in there, which were strange, but...
I definitely love that, 9 to 10 kill-death ratio, 100% sex.
That's what you want in life, ladies and gentlemen.
Definitely some wild scripting.
Oh, yeah.
I definitely really, really love the grandparents when Nicolas Cage took a full thing of pepper spray to the face, and the grandma flying
took
over.
A lot over too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's what I would say. What was your guys' favorite scene out of the whole movie? What are you going to remember the most? Because there were quite a few outrageous scenes that I think had some laugh out loud moments.
I think for me it's... I do like the even though I think it made no sense for the movie, but like the 2 weeks earlier scene.
The 3 weeks.
Sorry, I should know. It makes a huge difference in the plot of the movie.
It does.
But it's just Nick Cage spewing out just like a script. I'm really like I want to be a visitor in like Brian Taylor's head, like when he's writing this stuff, or like I'm curious how much like if Nick Cage kind of improvises some of these things as well. But,
yeah.
Like that, I was just astounded by every word that came out of Nick Cage's mouth, I guess, in that scene. So that was a pretty good scene. What else? I don't know. Anything with Nick Cage in the end was pretty good, to be honest with you.
I have 2 questions for you guys. First question.
Well, you didn't even answer my question. I just bypassed me.
I'm 100% with Dylan's scene where he builds a pool table and then he loses his cool. I think that's great. And when he's talking to his son. And then following up is when Lance Henriksen walks in and just keeps stabbing him. Just constantly stabbing him.
Actually, I think my favorite is when he's talking to his son, maybe.
Oh, with the flashback there?
Yeah, when he's just having a beer.
Oh, okay.
Everything, I don't understand.
I'll fucking murder you.
It's crazy that someone's mind came up with that. That's wild to me.
I'm gonna go with the whole, when he walks in, he's like, I know what you kids are all about, the whole, ass to mouth and
Oh, right.
that whole speech, because it also ends with that shot of, he gets the kid down, and he, lifts his palm, the camera falls his palm, and he looks at it, he's like, he's praying to God, then he's just like, Dawn! And he just he's like a fucking weapon of mass destruction in that scene. That whole sequence. And then he fucking trips over.
Infinity Gauntlet.
Yeah. He trips over the Tonka truck or Thomas train, whatever.
He foreshadowed that too when in the 3 weeks early scene.
He called it, but I think that's a clip that I'm going to watch over and over of him just being like, dildo to dildo, whatever he said. whatever he ranted
Anal
about.
beads.
Yeah, and he laughed when he ended it with anal beads. Yeah, so that has to be it for me. So what are your 2 questions?
Okay.
Taylor? No, we're not getting a sequel.
I guess no. I guess it's almost like 3, but 2. So did you guys enjoy the music?
I actually did. I don't think Dylan did, but I did, to the point where the movie already felt kind of random and strange, and the music feeling like that worked. I think they tried to make you feel uneasy. I think sometimes it actually did kind of work. They had a Get Out thing going on, and then other times the music really stood out and didn't match, or was just trying to hit you over the head with it. Like, get it? This is really uncomfortable, so...
For me, it was just like really generic, and then I'm not really into the whole dubstep thing generally too. So when that was like randomly just in a scene, just like wah, wah, wee, wah, it's like, okay, man, I don't know if that was entirely necessary, but there was some Eric Sadie in there playing some sweet piano for 5 seconds.
In one little scene.
So I can't ding it too much, I guess.
Yeah.
So how did you feel about when everything just totally 360'd and just like the girl got the bag over the head and like the keys to the kid, like all the kids are just getting slaughtered.
I think that was great. I think my problem was, and people can say it's maybe because I'm a newborn father, but I don't think the baby killing stuff was really necessary, because the movie was so overly comedic and cheesy that kind of was like, because they play that scene really serious. There's not any cheese with that.
Yeah,
like,
true.
It's really serious. She's holding the baby. Like, they make it scary.
Yeah,
she's concerned for the baby.
Nic Cage isn't in that scene.
Yeah, like, it's a sequence that I think you could have take out. To me, it's different where... I think because a lot of parallels, you could throw this as like, this is... Maybe Dylan will disagree with this, but this is to me like a poorly made or a bad kind of like Get Out. Like, it's kind of that thing where they're playing on like a trope, right? Of like, oh, parents, like, they always have such problems with their kids, walk. And the thing with Get Out is they do a really good job of, it's very dramatic, and for the most part, there's some scenes for me that don't match, but some of the comedy usually overlays pretty well, where that was just, it was pretty comedic, heightened, and then we got to this baby scene, and that for me bugged me, and it was a little disturbing, but I think it's just in the sense of, you know, I don't think it was needed for this. And you can go back where, like, it's a spoiler, but for Mother, there's a baby that's killing that. And I wasn't disturbed or bugged by that, because it kind of, even though it was
that movie,
stupid, it felt the tone of, like, it's all dread,
Well, that
right?
movie actually had, like, a progression of its intensity as well.
Yeah.
Whereas this movie, like, I was really shocked because it felt like we were still getting introduced to what's happening with, like, this plague. And, you know, there was a couple of things of, like, that, at the very beginning of the movie, that lady leaves her kid in the car. But, like, that's not very... like violent, I guess, because we don't actually get to see it on screen.
Yeah.
But then all of a sudden, there was just like mobs of hundreds of parents just like killing all their kids. So
the flag pole.
Yeah, like there was really no progression of the intensity.
Yeah.
I think it just kind of started.
I just don't think we need the detour of the super dramatic baby thing. I think that you could take that scene out and the movie's the exact
I think
same.
I would take that scene out not for the reason you gave, but I would just like, if you replace Nic Cage in that scene, I think it works. You know, I think
as him as what, trying to kill the baby or the nurse?
I don't care. Just put him in that scene, and I think it's fine. Like, because that's really all this movie had going for it. I feel like is.
I agree. You watched for him, and he didn't disappoint.
Yeah,
you know?
nothing else was too compelling.
I think some of Blair is fine, but they like, I don't know. It's just no one's crazy like Nic Cage.
On that note of the characters, like Nic Cage is my favorite of the whole movie, but following up so closely is that boyfriend, because just when you think he's dead, he comes back and then he dies
came back
again.
The first time. He just like ran up the stairs like, hey, what's going on? Like, they didn't even build up of him waking up. Like, and it wasn't even a thing where it's like something's about to happen and then dramatically he comes and stops. Literally, they're fighting and he just like runs up the stairs like he was late to the set that day and he ran up like, oh, I'm on the shot. Like, it really, really weird.
I'm surprised he was like so mobile though after falling down like a flight of stairs.
He
like
didn't.
He hit the banister.
Oh, the second time.
The second time, yeah.
He could be paralyzed, to be honest, the way he hit that banister.
I mean, if you gotta suspend your disbelief. Like, look at Nic Cage. He got stabbed various times.
He got blew up
and
too.
He was still alive. And he was still alive.
And his
that
hair was
basement
just kind
scene,
of
when they
messed
tied
up.
him up, he definitely would have bled out at that point. Like,
oh yeah, from his ass too. Remember, he got stabbed a bunch in his ass.
Ass to mouth, dildos to ass.
Anal beans.
Anal beans.
What is you said kind of 3 questions. What was your
that was like, I guess who's your favorite character? I guess.
Well, there's no
there's no characters in this movie.
Yeah, it's the teacher from the classroom.
You're really surprised.
That teacher was.
You're really surprised that Dr. Oz was in this movie?
I was, because this is a pretty low budget to me. That's either the director knows him the director knows him or
His
they're
brother.
blackmailing him and they have something on Dr. Oz and he had to do this fucking movie. Like, I don't know what, like, Dr. Oz doesn't match with this type of movie, but they got him, so.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's advertising on the Dr. Oz show. Check
Oh,
out my
yeah.
new movie,
Mom and Dad. Like, I just don't feel like that fits with his audience. Like, they watch Dr. Oz and they watch this movie about kids getting killed. I don't think it's, I think it's two different
there's-
demos.
I don't know what audience this movie is. I guess the audience is people who like Nic Cage.
Well, yeah, they got us watching it. I had an enjoyable time. I even will go as far as I think even if I watched it alone, I would have still enjoyed it because it would have been so outrageous. I wouldn't have enjoyed it as much.
Because it's short.
Yeah, an hour 28, that really helps. So, yeah, it was a fun movie. If you plan on watching it, I would recommend it if you like these type of movies. If you watch our Netflix and Fail show where we review movies that could be bad or so bad they're good, if you like that type of concept, this is for you. If you don't like that, this is going to be a waste of time.
And if you just want to see Nic Cage, then you can skip to like probably 35-40 minutes because he's not really in the first half.
Or wait till they put scenes on YouTube.
That too.
They just wait for that. It's on VOD. They'll have it on YouTube in a few months. Just wait and you can put in. I'm sure there'll be like the best of Mom and Dad moments because there's some good rants in there that I think Nic Cage should. Nic Cage should definitely be compensated for.
Anal beads.
Anal beads. Taylor, what are your final thoughts?
Final thoughts. I think that was just all around a great experience. I'm so happy with this.
I'm glad
looking
we watched
forward
it.
to this.
Yeah, me too.
I'm super happy. I hope
Fun
Jessica
movie.
does get around to watching it. She did want to be here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. So
She did, yeah.
she did. She does want to watch this movie. I'm not just saying that.
Okay, well, Taylor, where can they find us for? I don't know. We're never gonna probably watch a movie like this ever again.
Netflix and Fail.
Never-
We actually have done another. We've done 2 other Nic Cage movies on Netflix and
Have
Fail.
we?
Yeah, we did Ghost Rider and then we did
Call the Ghost.
Call the Ghost. So
Next
He has
time we
a-
do, I
Call-
gotta be there for
You
it.
gotta watch. You still watch Call the Ghost. We told you to. And you
I
never
will.
did it.
So
Maybe
yeah,
I'll watch it when I get home.
if you guys want more Nic Cage action, we have 2 more videos for you.
I will say no Netflix and Fail movie is compared to this though. There's been nothing on this bonkers level. Maybe Ghost Rider, but that gets a pass because it's a comic book movie.
I think that if we dip into Netflix and Fail, I don't think I would give this 1 star. I think I'd give this like either 2. I think I'd give this 2, possibly 3. Honestly,
Wow.
I could drop this at 3 because I don't think I was bored at any point in this movie, right?
I think.
And boredom is a big problem with a lot of those like garbage movies. But I was always like, I don't know, into this.
See, you've done this before, and I would do this too. I would give it a thumbs up, but I'd still give it a 2 out of 5, like a fail,
Yeah.
because I got enjoyment out of it. But to me, if I'm
You can't recommend it.
But to me, yeah, and I don't know, people are going to say, oh, because I give Sandy Wexler a 3 out of pass, but that I think was just because I was still surprised, and I think it's still just like an alright movie, where this, if you take the Nic Cage thing out, like if it's not Nic Cage, if it's a different actor, if it's not Keanu Reeves,
Keanu
actually, that could be
Reeves.
some fun. If it's just some...
Michael Fassbender.
Anal beads. If you take out Nic Cage, I think the movie alone, I think wouldn't have been as fun, right? Because you even said it without Nic Cage, the movie kind of suffers. So I think that's why I'd give it a 2. But I'd still go a thumbs up.
But the movie does have Nic Cage.
I know, but I still give it a 2. As far as a movie, it would, I guess, get a fail. I don't know, it's tough. As a movie, it's a fail. As entertainment, it's a pass. So...
If it was Netflix, I'd probably give it a 4 out of 5.
Not 5 out of 5.
Just because it was too short. I really wanted to be longer.
I think it was just the right length. I think change the ending, and this movie
It's like
was
the
just
shortest
the
the
right length.
movie can be to be called a movie.
Yeah.
I would have been good with another 40 minutes, to be honest.
Well, where can they find more?
Like, I'm picturing it, it's like
2
from
hours.
where this movie got to, and another 40 minutes. Like, so it pushes the story even further somehow. Just like some post-apocalyptic action.
Oh.
Well, Taylor, where could they find 40 minutes and more of our content on the internet?
And
We
more.
definitely have more than 40 minutes.
Oh,
of
yeah.
content.
You can find us, ladies and gentlemen, with your internet connection in the search bar on Google when you go on
What's
the Googs.
happening? Why is your
Taylor
eyes closed? Yeah,
When you go on the
he's trying to
Googs,
seduce us.
Hit up the Geeks.
you go on the Googs, and then you can go onto Facebook. When you're on Facebook, you can type in the search bar. You gotta go GeekVerse space podcast, and you gotta hit the space bar. You don't type space, and then when you do that, you're gonna get to our page. It's gonna have all this great stuff. It's gonna have stuff where you know what kids are doing on the internet, from ass to dildos and dildos to dildos and anal beads.
He can't contain himself.
This movie is so good.
Only a 4 out of 5.
Yeah. Suicide Squad is a better movie than this.
If we're doing no.
No, I'm sick and tired of every time we get to a movie and they say, "Oh, you give Suicide Squad 10." Well, if you compare this movie to Suicide Squad, this movie is so much better. That does not make any sense. I'm sick and tired of this argument, and I don't like Suicide Squad, but you continue to downgrade Suicide Squad. Every movie we've seen since then.
It's because he regrets giving it a 10, but he doesn't want to admit that he regrets giving it a 10.
This makes perfect sense. Okay, when you look at a movie by itself, sure, 10 out of 10, great. When you compare that movie to another movie, it totally just fluctuates on the scale of 1 to 10.
That's why you don't do a 0 to 10 rating, my friends.
Ladies and gentlemen, go to GeekVersePodcast.com. You can find us everywhere. You can, if you want to help us out, if you like what we're doing here, if you like these crazy casts, if you like whether it's our spin-off shows, please subscribe, like the podcast, whether it's on YouTube, SoundCloud, iTunes. Give us reviews. That helps us grow the channel. That helps us get some feedback with you. We love to interact. So please put some comments. We got a lot of great shows coming up. If you really want to support us, head over to Patreon. You get $1. You get $1.
You get $1.
One day.
We don't have $1.
Yeah. Give us $1. You get a whole bunch of content. You got we did the Marvel MCU fantasy draft. We casted like 6 of the X-Men, the Fantastic Four, Doctor Doom. That's really good. That one's only up there. That one's up there only for $1. So that one had some great quality content. There's a whole season of a spin-off show up there that we do, Spider-Man Retrospective, $5. You get everything. We got lots of content up there. Mm-hmm. We get somehow, even like this, we get in-depth. Somehow we got in depth with this movie. We get in depth with everything else. So we thank you very much. Not sure when we will hear from you next, but anal beads.
Anal beads.
Anal beads.